What's up everyone? So I'm just gonna go over the story behind this. I'm wearing the same exact thing because I'm filming them back to back. So the story behind every final stroke. I wrote it in my first year during November-ish. I don't really remember. It was during the first semester of med school. I was, on my high, not high. So it was about November and I got an email saying that there is a poetry contest at Baylor College of Medicine and they were wanting medical students to talk about a subject in medicine. I wrote a bunch of parody songs throughout all of high school and college, and so I was used to playing with words and rhymes, like, I wish I could be the perfect doctor, but I come back to the water no matter how hard I try. So I said, you know what, let me write a poem. And as I just started scripting it out, I wanted to write about how I observed med students around me changing from the start of medical school. And so the main story that I actually use as like the catalyst for writing this was we did have some mandatory sessions sprinkled throughout first year, and I was fine with going to the mando sessions because I was already at school attending lectures in the morning. But there was a common... how do I say this? Basically, people didn't want to go to the mandatory sessions, and we started having these sessions where the school would bring in patients who were diagnosed with the conditions that we were learning about in class, and they would stand in the front, talk about their illness, and we would be able to ask them questions about their experiences. And I thought that that was great because that's why we went into medicine. Something I should add, those sessions were usually optional also, the patient sessions, but one time they made that session mandatory, and I was like, this is great. Everyone is gonna finally experience this one thing that I love about our curriculum. So once it finished, full applause for them because they deserve it for coming in and just, talking and answering all these ridiculous questions that medical students have. And at the end, I ran to one of my friends because literally the whole class had to be there. It was a mandatory session. And I was like, hey, you never come to these. What did you think of it? And he answered, he was like, oh, it's fine. I don't understand why we have to be here for an hour when I could have been home studying. And I was so shocked. I could not believe that, and it's not like I'm blaming the student at all, it's just how the system is built. You need to do well numerically. I'm sure the student recognized how important it was for them to hear someone else's experience. It just wasn't prioritized equally with the grading. It was so distasteful to hear. My ear heard it and wanted to spit it back out. It was like poison. And I thought, wow, this person came into med school probably with the most purest intentions to treat people, but because there are so many exams and they're really difficult and the studying is grueling, they lost themselves essentially. And it was so sad to see that very quickly it happened. This is just a greater indication for the people who design medical education to stop putting the emphasis on the wrong areas. Yes, you need to do well academically, but whatever it was that was giving them fuel to enjoy life, they would cut out to then do well academically. If this mentality is not stopped, I can easily see why so many doctors have problems with communication, don't know what it's like to work on a team, and really just hate their lives because you end up not being human. So yeah, that's the story behind the poem. For me, it gives me motivation to want to climb the ladder, keep my positive personality, and then change it. If you took the elevator up, your only job is to send it back down. Be a person of principle in your place of power, today, tomorrow, and forever. Thank you so much for watching. This got really philosophical out of nowhere. I will see you next time. God bless you. No. Oh yes. Be safe, be strong, be swagged. God bless you, and I will see you in the next video. Which, who knows what it will be. It'll probably be something about OBGYN because I have that next. I'll carry a baby is gonna be birthed. What? Well, see you. Bye!